chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls. I'm grateful that you could be here. Look, some of you are not going to make sense of this, okay? You're not going to make sense of this. You're not going to see how you were blessed. But that's because you're still in the hurting process, okay? But I promise you, you're all going to get to a place, and some of you are there already, where you see the remarkable blessing by the relationship ending. You see how God has completely blessed you by taking you away from their path. God has protected you and took you away from the path of those. I know some of you have been hurt in the process. I'm not disputing that. But when you're away from them, it's just so liberating. It's just such a big blessing to be away from them. This was someone that was going to drain your energy. They were going to cause more damage. You see how much damage they've already caused? They were going to cause more damage had you gone further down the line with them. So it's a good thing that they got delusional and thought they could do better, or went on to a new supply, or discarded you. It's all working in your favor. You needed this person far, far away from you. And God has made sure that they're away from you now. Okay? Honestly, I know it might not make sense. Some of you might still desire the narcissist and things like this, but honestly, it's really such a blessing the way that God gets them away from your life. It's when you realize the wasted time, the wasted energy that you would have given if you stayed longer. This is why it comes to an end and some of you fight it. You can't let go. But you need to let go. You have to let go. This is for your benefit. You're being taken through a process that's going to change you, that's going to evolve you, that's going to strengthen you. And you'll realize that you're not giving your time to a waster no longer. They're so annoying. They're so annoying. They're so draining. They take over your life. This is why some of you have space now. This space, I want you to focus on this space and this time you feel you have now. You have more time. You have more space. You have more freedom. This was because there was so much restrictions placed on you by the narcissist, and they were so infiltrated in your life that you couldn't breathe. And when they go, unexpectedly go, it leaves you with the feeling that you have emptiness and space and a void, and you feel like you miss them. But this is much needed space, and you're going to go through a process of learning to enjoy that space, as long as you don't just rush on to someone else. Okay, I know that's the immediate thing to do. I've spoken to many victims of narcissistic abuse and they rush on straight away with someone new. A lot of those relationships don't work out for the best. I've spoken to some people that have got close to some people and they've realized they're quite toxic and they've backed away. Don't rush into new relationships straight away. I want you to all go through the process of learning to love your own company. Honestly, I think there's nothing more better than, say for example, you love your own company, you love your independence, you grow comfortable in your own company, you're getting closer with God. God's like your best friend. You're in a good place. If you met someone that's also similar like that, who loves their own company, who loves their own space, then that could work. You see, a lot of these narcissists can't handle being alone, and toxic individuals, they can't handle being alone. When they're alone with their thoughts, it drives them nuts. They can't be alone. And I know some of you might be saying, "Yo, Zion, I can't be alone," but you will learn how to deal with it. It's a beautiful thing, and you'll reflect back on the relationship with the narcissist, and you'll say, "Wow, you're so proud and grateful that you got away from them and didn't spend another day longer another day longer, another minute longer, you are able to see the benefit that you gained from actually being involved with them for that period of time. This is something that you have a gift to do. Turn negative experiences into positive ones and actually extract wisdom. This life is God blesses you with wisdom and knowledge. What do they say? Wisdom is better than silver and gold. Okay, this wisdom that you have is going to help navigate you through life. That's what it's about. It's about focusing on that and not forgetting it. And remember, see, even for those of you that take this advice that I'm giving and you spend a proportion of time alone, a period of time alone, could be some years, could be, you actually take a significant time out. I want you to be prepared for when, please remember these words, for when you do enter a new relationship. Okay, please be prepared for when you do, or you start deciding to, because most likely it's going to be a narcissist that draws you out, or someone trying to draw you out. It's not going to be your own doing, you see. You're going to be so comfortable in your own company and your lifestyle that you've built that it's going to be someone coming along to try to draw you out. And that's why a lot of the times it's narcissists. So I don't want you to fully go back to sleep. Remember, whenever you start, this is why you should start practicing with friends. When you see how friends behave or people act, you can see toxic traits. You should start practicing it, seeing it within people, perhaps at work, perhaps your boss, wherever, right? You see toxic traits, perhaps in your family even. Practice, keep it at the forefront of your mind. Don't get into a argument with these people or disagreement or anything like that. I'm not saying that. You can just stay with a steady approach, from a backwards, like backed off position. You can just see what you see, and you don't need to say no more. You see, then you just know what you're dealing with. That's how you should handle narcissists that appear in your life in the future. You don't need to say nothing to them. You don't need to bring nothing to their attention. Just next time they call you, say, sorry, I can't make it, and just phase it out with these individuals. You don't need to tell them you caught them out as being a narcissist or anything like that. Okay? So, God has truly blessed you by bringing this to an end. You've got a brighter future ahead of you. You've got brighter days ahead of you. I know you might be in a dark place, but you have got brighter days ahead of you. And it's truly one of the biggest blessings you'll see that happen in your life by getting rid of these narcissists out of your life, by the relationships coming to an end. And you may have been in a position, or you might be in a position now, where all you want is that relationship to be back together, and it doesn't happen. And you'll see why that was such a remarkable blessing. You'll learn to understand that this was actually so beneficial for you. Like, you're so glad they didn't take you up on your offerings to reconcile or anything like that. You're so grateful that they didn't let you back in their lives when they did. And by the time you're healing and stuff like that, then you'll probably hear from them. They'll probably try to reach out to Hoover, indirect Hoover, some kind of baiting. They'll try and do something from a distance. By the time you're healed and well in your loving your life and loving your independence and stuff like that. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.